The Titanic didn't sink because of an iceberg. It sank because warnings were ignored, confidence replaced caution, and people believed technology had eliminated risk. And once that belief took hold, nothing else seemed dangerous. For more than a century, the Titanic has been remembered as a tragic accident, a simple story of bad luck, wrong place, wrong time, wrong iceberg. That version is comfortable because accidents don't require responsibility. But when historians carefully revisited official investigations, ship logs, design documents, and survivor testimonies, a far more disturbing truth appeared. What happened that night was not unavoidable. It was built slowly, choice by choice. The Titanic didn't have to sink, and most of the lives lost that night could have been saved. Nature was not the main enemy. Human confidence was. In 1912, the Titanic represented the peak of human engineering. It wasn't just a ship, it was a symbol of progress. Built to dominate the Atlantic Ocean, the Titanic was meant to prove that technology had finally defeated nature. The ship measured 269 meters long, 882 feet, and weighed more than 52,000 tons. It was powered by enormous steam engines and divided into watertight compartments designed to contain flooding. Engineers believed this system made the ship virtually unsinkable. To the public, it felt indestructible. Newspapers proudly used the word unsinkable. The idea spread fast, and as it spread, fear disappeared. Even though the designers avoided using the word officially, the myth became stronger than reality. And soon, even the crew believed it. That belief changed everything. Because once humans believe something cannot fail, they stop preparing for failure. Emergency drills feel unnecessary. Safety margins feel excessive. Warnings begin to sound like overreactions. Confidence replaces caution. And that confidence quietly removes layers of protection. More than 2,200 people were aboard the Titanic. Some were among the wealthiest individuals on Earth, traveling in luxury, sleeping in private cabins, dining in elegant halls. Others were immigrants and families, packed into third-class sections, carrying their entire lives in suitcases, hoping for a future in America. Then there were the crew members, engineers, officers, lookouts, and radio operators, responsible for everyone's safety. Despite their differences, they all shared one dangerous assumption: the ship would protect them. Most passengers weren't afraid of the ocean. They feared storms, not steel. They trusted the Titanic more than they trusted nature itself. On April 14, 1912, the Titanic entered one of the most dangerous regions of the North Atlantic. The ocean temperature was around -2 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold enough to kill a human in minutes. Icebergs were common in that area during spring. Every experienced sailor knew this. But the night looked calm. Too calm. The sea was smooth, almost like glass. There were no waves breaking against the ice, no foam, no reflections. That calm surface made icebergs nearly invisible in the darkness. Even trained lookouts would struggle to see danger in time. Throughout the day, nearby ships sent repeated warnings. Ice ahead. Large ice fields. Extreme caution advised. At least 6 separate warnings reached the Titanic. Some were delayed. Others were ignored. A few never reached the bridge. Slowing down would mean losing prestige. Arriving early meant praise and headlines. So the Titanic maintained speed. Nearly 22 knots, 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour. Straight into known danger. Because deep down, no one truly believed the ship could fail. Small failures stacked on top of each other. The lookouts had no binoculars. They were locked away due to a last-minute crew change. The radio operators were overwhelmed. busy sending personal messages for wealthy passengers instead of prioritizing ice warnings. Safety systems existed, but each layer had cracks. Together, they formed a perfect chain of failure. At 11:40 p.m., everything changed. From the crow's nest, the lookout finally saw it. "Iceberg, right ahead!" Orders were given to turn the ship. But at that speed, a vessel that massive couldn't respond fast enough. The iceberg scraped along the hull, tearing open the ship below the waterline across multiple compartments. The Titanic was designed to survive 4 flooded compartments. 6 were breached. At that moment, the ship was already doomed. Still, the Titanic didn't sink immediately. It took nearly 3 hours. 3 hours, enough time to save almost everyone on board. But there was a critical problem. There were lifeboats for only about half the people, and many boats were launched half empty. Some passengers refused to board. They didn't believe the ship was truly sinking. Others hesitated to leave warmth and light for dark, freezing water. They trusted the Titanic more than reality. By the time fear replaced confidence, the decks were already tilting. At 2:20 a.m., the Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the Atlantic Ocean. More than 1,500 people died. Most didn't drown. They froze. The ocean didn't care about wealth, status, or belief in technology. Confidence offered no protection. The Titanic wasn't destroyed by nature alone. It was destroyed by overconfidence, negligence, and the illusion that technology had removed risk. So here's the real question. Which modern invention are we trusting today? That could be repeating the same mistakes as the Titanic.